Sure, can I pose on you?
I've put we're on now.
Yeah.
Hi!
Hi. On my desk are my glasses.
Your glasses, eh?
And now we get to show off the disaster room.
No, we don't, because I can't see inside it because the door closes. That's the thing. Hi, everybody. Who may or may not be attending. Probably going to be attending.
I'm not gonna lie, there was a serious, like, urge to, like, dishevel, put my shirt on inside out, like, just hair everywhere, like, have my hair going east or something like that, and just come out, like...
Seriously, we need to be doing this. Yeah. Question for you. Where do I grab the handbow? Not the handbow, the crossbow.
The shot
The shot bow. Do I manage inventory or?
It should already be in your inventory.
Handbow warning, arrows, crossbow bolts, crossbow light.
Under actions, then?
D&D.
I got a light crossbow, but that's not it. No, it's not there. I remember last time I actually had to pick it off.
Refresh the page. Try that.
Okay.
So with the stuff you gave me, one was basically it had some passive stuff that was neat but not too relevant. But
yeah.
It was basically the 15-foot range thing once a day.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the other thing?
The periaptive wound closure.
Right, so that's passive.
Oh, there we go. Oh, Jesus, it's got a great name. The Raven's Call? Oh,
well,
I love it.
I pictured the
so good.
it's just a big heavy crossbow, and like where the bolts come out is just like this engraved silver raven head with its beak open, and that's where the bolts come.
Okay, I just had a nerdgasm. Like,
and because the Raven Queen is the goddess of death.
How did I know you're here? Well, let me just say a little birdie done told me. I don't know why my Serbian is now from Arkansas.
Jackson the boar. Answer shooting.
So I don't. So where would I find that?
It is there is under your inventory.
Okay, so basically the item stuff doesn't show up in like.
What it does is it's its own the features and traits.
Because I kind of looked at like spells, didn't see anything to tick off whether or not I used it. Seems like it might.
Did I tell you the cancel and say only grab you two?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless
the mom says hi.
No, hello. Yeah. So apparently it didn't. So the only thing you need, effectively, all it does is, as a bonus action, you can empower your tattoo for 1 minute. For the duration, your melee attacks with a weapon or your unarmed strike can reach up to 15 feet away. I'm picturing them as chains. The normal description for the tattoo is like inky black tendrils and stuff like that.
Tattoo?
The chains work.
That was an option.
In addition, the melee attacks deal an additional die 6 of force damage when they hit. So because like.
And they do more damage.
Yeah, Now this is a once used. The bonus action can't be used again until the next dawn. But that is 10 rounds of going full Kratos on someone with your short swords.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Shooty McShooterson over there. Double barrel.
Normally has range.
Double barreled heavy crossbow.
Well,
which will count towards your which will count towards your sneak attack because it's range. And now you just have a longer range. And if you take your bonus action to steady your aim, you have advantage on your attack rolls.
So take the bonus action, use the Inquisitive Sight to get the sneak attack bonus.
Well, I mean, you could use the Inquisitive the Inquisitive thing to have your sneak attack go off pretty much all day, every day.
Okay.
For the remainder of that combat. Against one specific target. If you're targeting multiple targets, like different targets each round. You can do your steady aim as a bonus action, which will give you advantage on your attacks. And then you just have advantage on your attacks, which kicks off your sneak attack.
I promise not to shoot the noble, no matter how much they may want to in order to test it. But goddamn, I'm excited about this crossbow.
Right, he's gonna turn into Hawkeye. White House gonna be walking away. No one would know. Just us here. I mean, what happened? Bandits, anything could happen on the road. It's terrible tragedy. He gave me all of his things before he died. Strangest thing.
Very nice man. Very, very sad that Gregor passed away. His last words were to me, I want you to take this winning lottery ticket and take the money and make yourself happy with it. He was such a gentleman. It's too bad he was shot in the back and in the front by a bandit's crossbow. Very sad.
This very crossbow, which I took from
Said bandits. This good crossbow. Look at this. Yeah, you can shoot somebody from what? 50, 60 feet? Oh, at least 80.
I mean, this one time. Yeah. I see. Anyway, so when last we left off, you all had been regrouping and rearming and coming up with a nice little plan to repopulate said farmland with people that were disenfranchised in Vrana, and potentially the orc tribes that are currently are going to be under siege very, very shortly. So Birch was sent to negotiate with the hill dwarves, while Grimnil was sent back to Vrana to see if he could talk White House into giving him the deed to the land that technically is not White House's to give, but he believes it is. And do so in a manner which White House believes that it was entirely his idea. What could go wrong? Well, you can't. You killed it. So,
I'm waiting for you to start playing on the road.
on the road again.
Well, he can't actually play it.
Yeah.
It'll be a copyrighted shoot.
Yeah, well, let's face it. If we say, I'm almost positive, if we sent off an email and promised to send Willie Nelson some Canadian weed, he would probably. People are like, I hadn't had that in hours. Sure, Canadian weed sounds good. Use a song. I don't care. Because it's Willie frickin' Nelson, one of the most laid back people. Anyway.
Yeah.
Hi, Willie.
Yeah.
So, because he's into D&D. God, that would be so cool if he was.
Yeah. So, anyway, I digress. Okay, so I'm on the.
You were on the road. Are on the grass, really, because there's no road going to where the old dwarfs are. They're just kind of that away.
Okay. Just meander that away, I guess. I guess you got the horse.
Yeah.
So I'm on foot with the cat.
I thought we had 2 horses for the wagon.
No, you do. They pulled the wagon.
Oh, right. Right. Well, I'm taking the wagon. So, okay.
Wait, if we got 2 horses, why are you not just taking a horse?
I'm taking a horse. You can use the other horse in the wagon. Because I know
That would be leaving the wagon behind.
I am going to the city. I am making haste. I've got the reins. I'm enjoying the weather. I'm keeping an eye out for trouble. And I've got the Ravens call on my lap. Just, how they do with the old-timey shotguns,
Mm-hmm.
Or just right beside you. And not the kind of thing where it's, oh God, it's right beside me, I can't get to it in time. No, it is on my lap, ready to be used.
I'm practically expecting you to, snuggle to this thing and gently caress it as you go to sleep.
You know what? You're not in the scene, so shush. I'm following you. I'm following you. You're not here. So Grimnill's headed to the city.
Mhm. Now it's going to take you a little longer to get to the city than it is for Birch to get to the dwarves.
Okay.
Mainly because Birch is going in a straight line,
Okay.
and you are following a road.
Yeah, and I am. Yeah. I guess it's Grimnill is just keeping an eye out for trouble as he's going. It's not like he's reminiscing or anything. He's actually focused on the road and trying to stick on the no side streets, but just the big main road. So it's theoretically safer, not safe, but safer.
Yeah, and that's pretty much why it takes a little bit longer because the road is kind of widening. It goes around hills rather than over them because it makes travel a little bit easier by wagon and carriage and such. You do notice probably about a day into your travel there is military activity. Every once in a while you'll see like a small platoon of soldiers that are just, it looks, you served in the military, it looks like they're just kind of out of maneuvers. They're just doing marching drills.
I'm not seeing them rolling up siege cannons or anything like that. Okay.
But it looks like they are, acclimating soldiers to the territory and the terrain. And they're doing it in full gear, so they get used to the weight, that sort of stuff.
Okay. So
if you want to make an insight check.
Oh. Seriously? Okay. 14.
Out of curiosity, what did you roll? Okay. If memory serves.
Your insight is +7?
Yes.
Damn.
I mean, I was a scout in the military. And also with the insight.
Yeah. Ear for deceit. Whenever you make an insight check to determine whether or not a creature is lying, roll a 7 and treat a roll of 7 or lower as an 8.
Okay.
So do keep that in mind whenever you're, especially when you're talking to politicians and rich people. Yeah. But
like what white stone people?
Yeah, people that may live in a white house.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, like you're looking at it, and the way that the soldiers are moving, they're new.
How green do they look?
They're new.
Like right off the bus kind of thing.
You haven't been in town for. You haven't been in the city for probably. I think of like a week. I think at this point. But if you had it, because you've seen people that are literally just here, wear this, go stand over there. Like you've seen those people.
Yeah.
If you had to put a name to it, that looks like a conscript.
Okay.
It looks like they were drafted.
Okay.
Like the way that they're moving, it looks like they're trying, but it does not look like they want to be there.
Got it. Okay. So just kind of eyes on the road, keeping my eyes peeled, checking out the conscripts as we go by. Just assessing what kind of military maneuver specifically, if I have to tell my work friends about this, what to expect.
Right now it looks like they're just basic drills to get people used to their equipment. Because it doesn't look like any of it's fitted them.
Just kind of nod to anybody who happens to stray too close to the road. Just keep on moving.
Yeah, you're pretty much paid. No, never mind. Really, like they're kind of focused. And at one point, you kind of pull up the reins as one of the conscripts. He dropped his helmet, rolled down a hill and into the middle of the street, or in the middle of the road type thing, and just kind of picked it up, nods to you, and then runs back.
Nods. Ugh. I remember those days. Oh boy.
Yeah.
On the road again.
You barely recognize the city when you get back.
Really?
It's
Did they ward up?
There are a number of notices, and it looks like if you are between the ages of this and this, report to the barracks.
Mm-hmm. What is the age on the outermost this?
Like 13.
Okay, so if you're the age between what and 13?
If you're the age of like 13 and pretty much older,
yeah,
with the exception of grievous personal injury or like egregious old age. So I think like they would stop at one point. Like and like it looks like if you're at, like every household with with a person of this age group or higher, report to the barracks.
Okay. So going in, wheeling the wagon, taking it back my place, making sure my home is secure and safe for the most part.
It is. There are a number of notices on the on the door, but a lot of it's the same draft thing.
Go here, go there, save on my next installation. Oh, well, good news. I don't have to buy toilet paper now.
So, according to these notices, technically your character is supposed to be drafted?
I found the Dwarvish. Was it military for this city, or it was the Dwarvish military?
It's Dwarven.
It's Dwarven military. Mm-hmm. Also,
now you do know enough about politics and bureaucracy that you have paid your taxes in this city.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, that makes you a citizen.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if they want to, they can.
Mm-hmm. They absolutely. So, cleaning myself up, freshening up to go with Whitestone. Find the nearest messenger page. Somebody I can give a message to send word to Whitestone I've returned.
Yeah, I mean, you find you see like a kind of like the equivalent of a town crier.
And go over to him, talk to him, do that montage. This is what I need. Slip him a couple coins.
Yeah, he runs off.
Do that. Looking in the mirror, trying to figure out, should I look clean and more approachable, or actually more working class trot underfoot?
Roll insight.
Yeah, because this is not my character's forte in terms of bamboozling. 25. I'm trying to figure out what would ingratiate me with, what would give Whitestone a feeling of
maybe
a false sense of superiority, or lulling into a false sense of security.
The easiest thing you can do to lull a rich white guy into a false sense of security is to make the rich white guy feel like he is actually superior than you. So everything that he believes, if he sees that that's true, then he will immediately take on the air of the gracious Lord, so, because that is.
All right, going into the full length mirror. All right, I know you can make me look right. He's white, he's powerful. Who do they like? War heroes. Make me look like war hero. No, too nice. Not going to formal dinner, but more like off battlefield. While still living off battlefield. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, nice touch. Little scars, little holes, little more.
Yep. Now you also have the goal of trying to get him to, because like you technically have been drafted, but the one thing that you do have going for you is you are still technically under contract with him, which in that particular contract has heavy ties to the war effort. Mm-hmm. So what you do is helping him save face. So looking like you just came out of the wrong end of a battlefield somehow alive will probably sell things a lot better. So yeah, like the studded leather armor kind of like there's a little glimmer of light, kind of Loki style, where it kind of washes over you, and it kind of makes it look like you fell out of a tree and hit every branch on the way down.
Yeah.
And people were firing arrows the entire time. And just somehow it didn't hit you, but it went through the clothes. Like it,
Okay, so got that. Alright, so this is good. Alright. Whitestone. Still Whitestone. Sorry, Whitestone. Good friend Whitestone. No, too casual, too casual.
just knock on your door.
Take a look through the hole.
It's that same noble that came to the that was actually locked in this in the illusion with you.
So I open the door. Please come in.
Yeah.
It's good to see you. I arrived mere moments ago. Your timing impeccable.
Is that the town crier informed me of
Of
you.
course, please. Welcome to my very humble.
Thank you very much. I
And
appreciate
this
it.
is humble, please. Here, have a seat. Let me get you a drink.
It he looks like he is wearing his best, and his best has seen better days.
Yeah.
And it's only been like 3 days since you've seen him.
Jesus. Okay, that's me saying, Jesus. I'm like, ah! It's good. What, my friend, let me pour you a drink.
Yeah.
What happened?
Thank
You
you.
look very tired.
I am. I have barely slept. Lord Whitestone, Lord Whitestone has me working pretty much around the clock, trying to secure holdings and deal with his practices all the while keeping the king at bay with any questions about the farmlands. But please tell me you have good news.
I have very good news about farmlands. Little bit bad news, but just very small.
Okay.
Small.
Good. So he just kind of like the drink that you give him, like, right, hit me with it.
I'm sure that I should not tell Stone. Personally, we could talk together. We could be the bearer of the good news. Alright. Yeah. Pour him another drink. Pour one for myself.
Hi.
See, oh, this is gonna be good face.
Yeah.
Which do you prefer first? The good news or bad news?
I prefer the bad news first. That way, I will land on the good news, and hopefully, it cushions the fall.
The bad news is that even though we cleared up big mess, killed, liberated the land, the village is still in disrepair and will need work done. And occasionally, I know people, but and occasionally, even though we cleared it out, we stayed for a day or two. Occasionally, the odd monster does wander by, and there's nobody there to keep them off the property.
Of course.
Oh, and keeps occasionally monster wanders by. There is nobody to keep them off property, but not like dragon or big bear. More like you get the idea.
Yeah.
You know, good crossbow. Couple people with spears, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the bad news. There is no more bad news.
I'm waiting for the good news. I'm still falling.
Yeah. Foreman.
This is an exec.
Good news is, and my character remembers this, I'm not sure I do, is land is still fertile, it is not destroyed, just the buildings, wide open area, it would be good place for somebody to retire who is interested in this kind of lifestyle and looking after. It is salvageable, but where are you going to find a person to do this in the middle of war? I mean, it's a nice place, but it's
Roll a deception check.
yeah.
And do you roll with advantage because you have your armor kind of backing you up?
Okay. And also getting him intoxicated. 21. And I mean, it could be worse. I mean, it could be worse. I've been in other places decimated to the ground. It just needs manpower, no people love. Nothing like this place. Oh, my poor. It's so empty these days.
Mr. Oaken.
Yeah, please call me criminal.
Criminal.
Drink. Yeah.
Let me see if I've understood this entirely. The ridiculously powerful monster which you vanquished, which I am eternally grateful for because I was caught in its throes as well, has eaten all of the townsfolk and the livestock, and so the town that I saw was in fact an illusion, which I do remember. I remember seeing the town and the man.
Did not eat all livestock, just most livestock.
I don't really think that matters at this point. It's kind of neither here nor there. The point is,
You are very right.
so what you're suggesting is if there were people to, say, run the town, it could get it back up and running by, say, next spring. And in order to keep anyone safe, you would have to have a roguishly charming, I'm going to just take a wild stab in the dark and say dwarf armed with a crossbow to keep them safe.
I know exactly how I want to pull this off. I don't know if I'm capable of doing it. But doing that really, I never thought about it like that. But now that you mention it,
yeah,
that's actually a really good idea. And being like, oh, of course, yes, that's exactly what I meant to say.
He has this look on his face like, just reaches and just grabs the bottle, pours it out. Right.
The idea that you came up with the idea, not me. But
well,
now that you mention
you don't even need to roll your insight check on him. Like, you get the feeling he knows. He works for Whitestone, so his bullshit meter is probably through the roof.
Yeah.
He has also been run ragged by this town. He's not happy here.
Yeah.
So he's on board with it. So he just downs his drink, puts it down. Right. Let's go see the Lord, shall we?
Say that it would be, a noble to come out and spend time there to oversee operations. You'd always be welcome.
I've always wanted a farm. So, kind of like leads you out, and you see a guy is about to come knock on the door. Criminal Oaken, you have been summoned to the Lord White House. Yes, I'm here to escort him myself. Mr. Gregory, of course. Oh, of course. I'll just toddle along then. Right. Yeah.
So I don't know. Has this gone well? It feels like it's gone well.
Like you, as you're kind of walking, he starts kind of talking you through it, and like, don't say things like this because it'll set him off.
Okay.
Like you're gonna wanna. It's a 5-year-old on his birthday. You don't want to say anything to upset him. So, Lord is the proper term. Limp.
Oh, yes.
Pick a leg.
I'm limping.
Actually,
my immediate reaction is to hand him the crossbow, just shoot below me.
Well, he just like when you just before you're running the corner, he's like, hang on. And he just kicks you in the shin. And he's like, ow, why? Now it's authentic. Yeah, your idea with limping was like, ow. And so you just kicks you with the shit, and now you just have that natural like, fuck you, man. Like, so as you're approaching, you do see Lord Whitehouse, and he just seems to be in a tizzy. Like, and as you're approaching him, you hear Gregorius, "Oh, dear, bottom, the hems of his robes are getting dirty. What a shame." Lord Whitehouse, what is it, Gregory? This is the criminal Oakkin whom you hired to clear out the town. Ah, brilliant. Thank you, Gregory. Master Dwarf, please enlighten me.
I did my lord, just as instructed in how to do it.
Oh, you do the full thing, like just
My lord.
the full, like the full bow. It's like, see, Gregory has been giving you proper etiquette and etiquette. Well done. Now, please, what of my town?
You blood tidings and slightly less blood tidings.
Oh, well, start with the good news, and then we'll see how the bad news fares.
Okay, I started reading a story. It's consumed by mimic by the size of the house and everything, and I go into the detail. I'm trying consciously not to over elaborate it and to keep it brief, which is taking a lot of restraint on my part.
Roll persuasion with advantage because you during the 15-minute walk you were talked to about like how to speak to him, what words to avoid. Your armor is also helping sell.
8 is the best I got.
You rolled a total of 8
with advantage.
Yeah.
Oof.
Persuasion check. No. My first one was 7, and then my second one was 8. Can I go with inspiration? Do I have inspiration on this one?
You can roll another d20, I guess.
Higher than the 4?
Yeah. It's just 1, 2. That is way better. 11.
Plus your you didn't roll persuasion. So plus your whatever.
Plus my force, that's 15.
Okay. So he doesn't look thrilled, but he is not angry. So he hears the entire story, and he's.
And then I lead into with the bad news. I segue to good news.
Yeah.
I don't oversell it.
And he like you get halfway through the bad news, and he just kind of holds up his hand as if he's like deep in thought. And Grigori has already told you when he does that, he's not deep in thought. He's lost interest. You spoke to him of all the things that he wanted to hear. Now you're saying things he doesn't want to hear, and he doesn't want to hear anymore.
Okay, so I cut it short.
Grigori? Well, what? So, well, man, you are supposed to be my advisor. Advise me. So, Mr. Oakkin and his associate Birch have been successful thus far in ridding the village of any monstrous activity. Although the monsters do, I believe what Mr. Oakkin was getting at was that the mimic made the surrounding area monster friendly, if I could question. So they think it's theirs now. It's something along. They think it's safe. It's a safe haven of sorts. If the town was properly populated, and the people could work the well, I'm sure that Mr. Oakkin could be persuaded to perhaps guard the town, or perhaps be some sort of leader of men, as it were. We can't have a dwarf leading men. No, don't be ridiculous, Grigori. Yes, that would be terrible. Might I propose something a little radical, sir? Yes, all right. What do you have, Grigori? Well, it would seem that this particular job that you've hired the ranger Birch and Mr. Oakkin to do for you regarding this town is going to be a ongoing thing. Oh, yes. So, may I suggest? Oh, I can't afford that. Yeah, I'm aware of that. That would drain my coffers. Just paying 2 people. Yes, I'm getting to that. Perhaps a single payment. Perhaps to pass the buck, as it were. Uh-huh. Criminal Oak. Criminal Oaken. You live just on the inside of town in a townhouse complex.
Yes,
Correct?
On the Boweries. It's a very small place. Had it for a long time.
Yes. That
It's,
particular that particular bit of property I've been trying to procure to house the needy, as it were. There have been with the conscripts and the and
Peppering a little bit of flat.
thank you with the conscriptions and the draft happening, there were a few men and women that were dragged into the war the war effort, as it were. However, that does leave a few places open. Would you be willing to, if you would be willing to sell your stake in the property, I would be willing to give you, say, the deed to this village.
So trying to do the once again, I know what I want to do, but not.
Yeah.
No, I mean.
Yes, I mean,
I'm so
perhaps.
I mean, but that's very empty. I need.
Of course. Okay, I'm gonna need a performance. If you're gonna ham it up like a.
I'm not. Oh god, I just want to see what the performance roll is. Because they're gonna see through it anyway.
Oh, well, I mean, right now he's 3/4 of the way of getting what he wants. So, make a performance roll anyway. This isn't necessarily to be believable. It's just
17.
Okay, so you were told not to overindulge in because he's dealt with you before. So he's okay, it's that thing that you do when you speak at length about nothing really at all. Don't do that because he doesn't have the attention span for it. You go off on a soliloquy about your wife and raising your daughter in this house, in this small little tiny house where we would sleep in one bed, and the little baby would be sitting in the pot because we could not afford the crib, and then in order to cook, we would take the baby out of the pot, clean of course, and then cook with it. And by the end of it, he is in tears. This is what I'm trying to clean up. I don't want people suffering like this, Gregory. I know, sir. You have a very kind heart. I'll tell you what, I will.
Okay, this is the greatest one in D&D ever.
So, I'll tell you what, I will give you the you will assume my responsibilities as the head of this small community, and as such, you will be given a deed. And in return, you will give me the deed to your particular property, and I will give you access to a team of horses and carriages to move the people out of the building and get them to. And I will send other people that could not join the war effort, vis-a-vis through grievous injury or just old age or even young age, and the children can still work a farm, just to get them out of the way of the city, because the city will be a target, of course. And your dear wife,
Oh god.
You really need to take some a couple levels of bar.
I'm really thinking about it.
And you know, I will try. On the way out, there will be a small chest of gold to help you on your way.
Thank you, my lord.
I don't want.
Takes the bow.
You're so kind.
Oh, God.
Grigori, what time is it? A little past midday, so bugger, I've got. I'm very sorry. I do have to go. I have affairs of state, but Grigori will see to the paperwork. So he shuffles, like collects his robes and shuffles off, and after a moment, like when he rounds the corner, Grigori just turns to you. Baby in a pot.
This big pot.
Oh, God.
I just hope that Birch and Memnon are having as much luck as we is.
Sweet is?
We are.
Sorry, I need a drink after that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So, we should get the drink to celebrate.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
Star Wars.
halfway through the walk, Memnon's path kind of diverges, and he says, "I'm gonna go and try and make contact with a few of my people, and a few people of my order, and see if they can help as well."
Alright. Good luck.
You too.
Thank you.
They know you're on their way, so at the very least, they're not going to be shocked to see you.
Okay, I heard shot initially, but shocked actually makes more sense. Hopefully.
They both work.
Alright. Cheers.
Certainly. Kind of splits off, and walking.
No, because remember we had 2 horses. You did not end up taking the wagon. You took a horse.
No, I took the wagon.
Oh, you took. Never mind. Okay, I'm walking.
You see, it didn't let me alone. I just would have taken the horse.
So, Birch, do me a favor, for no reason at all, roll initiative.
Need the poor bastard who tries to
Believe
rob
you?
you.
16.
Okay. Jesus. Alright then. Let's see here. Your passive perception is 17.
It's really good.
My active is a +7.
You smell them before you see them.
Ew.
Ew.
It's just like the wind the wind picks up and you catch wind of a knoll. A knoll
Soul's out.
is a humanoid hyena. They are pack hunters, fairly animalistic. They're intelligent enough to work using pack tactics. They do have their own little hierarchy, but all in all, not terribly intelligent. And you see you literally just kind of like stop. The moment you draw the blade, you kind of hear this, and you look over, and this one hyena's ears go back, and his head goes down, and you just hear this. She saw you. No, she didn't. Yeah, she did. She did.
They.
Your head comes up. You what?
They.
They saw you. No, they didn't. No, yeah,
Still walking.
They totally did. Well, they saw you. No, they didn't. You put your fucking head up and talk to her, you idiot. Of course they saw you. Where'd they go? Where's she going that way? They!
Oh.
Fine. We'll just sneak up behind them. We'll knife them in the back. Right. With the others, we'll sneak up in front of them. And then we'll just get them at all sides.
I'm gonna go behind them.
Make a stealth check.
Great plan. Tell me more.
Come on, let me. No, that's not stealth. Let me hit the stealth
You just
button.
need to be pouring coffee. You know Mariah's character. It's
29.
Well, it's contested. And I rolled a 7. So they are drawing lines in the dirt. And there is, like, 5 of them. Kind of like, all right. You get round them. Sit. Here's your halfling. That rock's too big. Shut up. Just that's the halfling. All right, fine. Where am I? Well, pick a stick. It's like a club. That's a club. You fuck. So what we're gonna do is these two are gonna come around. We have named fuck off. These two are gonna come around here and they're gonna flank them, and then we're gonna. Why is it them? Huh? What? What? It looks like a she. Why is it them? I don't know. Maybe you should ask them. All right. No. How will I know? Just pay attention, please. They want to be referred to as them, so we're going to refer to as them. And it's not like we're going to have to refer to them by the proper pronouns for very much longer because we cannot name them. Oh yeah. All right. We should be respectful to our food. So this is the rock. And you're watching this entire thing. Like, you're not even hiding. You're just standing there outside this little huddle. And you just see them like, so we're going to do this. We're going to draw around the circle. And then you're going to come in here.
And are all 5 of them there?
Yeah. You're going to come in there. And then they're going to be like, oh no, I'm surrounded. By the 2 legs. You're going to come in here. Clip them by their tiny little legs. Succulent little legs. You're just going to be like, take the calf, right? It's going to be amazing. You can tell they work out. It's amazing. It's fantastic. I'm telling you, it's going to taste. Stop talking. You're making my stomach rumble. So anyway, but you're going to come around here, and then when you do, could you hand me that stick? So we're gonna
Smack.
so make your attack roll. 29 bullshit.
17 to hit.
They're adorable. I mean, I could just have a game of them.
Yeah, 17 hits. Oh, you have advantage on this, by the way, because 29 stealth.
Okay, so
You handed them something, and they didn't register that you were there. Like,
21 then.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, effectively, you're just rolling to see if you crit at this point.
Pretty much.
So yeah, if you're attacking with both, you are at level 5 ranger now, so you could have 3 attacks.
Yes, I do. Well, I'm going to do each attack one at a time because I'd like to change targets if I kill the one target.
Alright.
You gonna kill them?
So 9 on the first hit.
It's not dead, but you know, you take a good swipe out of it.
Alright, then I will hit it with the second hit as well.
Alright.
I'm imagining a knee to the groin followed up by headbutt.
17.
17 hits.
Just because you're the same sex there. No, they're not. They're bigger.
Gnolls are
10 damage.
they're still medium-sized creatures, but
Okay.
they're taller than your average human because they have like the 2 knee joint thing.
Right.
So
going.
headbutt to their knee.
Yeah.
He's closer to it.
It is the second, like, you're gonna need all 3 attacks to take one down, but after the second attack, like the third attack should do it. Like,
Oh shit, I can't tap into any of my special abilities. So, also, when I tag, so, hold on a second. That's, I think, which one is the one? 2 that are too similar.
I think it's the favorite foe thing that just kind of kicks off when you hit something.
Okay, so, bonus action, Slayer's Prey, the one I just hit.
Mhm.
And I get an extra d6.
Okay, now that will cut off your third attack, though.
Yes.
But you're getting an extra d6 of damage. So
Yeah, okay, fine. Why does it care about that for the dice?
mm,
Plus another 4 damage.
it's dead.
Okay. So somewhere between 19 and 23 is death.
So yeah, just you had me that. Thank you. So anyway, you're gonna go around. Wait. And just like take a slash out of its back and stab it in the ribs, and it doesn't even have a chance to register that it's been hit, and it drops dead. Robert, no! And now they're attacking you because you've attacked Robert.
It's right. You have no
Ooh, wow, they were really attached to Robert. One of them actually hitting you.
choice.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you're only getting hit twice out of 4 times. For a total of 10 damage.
Oof.
In total. That's getting
That's
hit.
not so much anymore, is it?
Getting hit twice. So they pretty much just like all rush you with with kind of hastily. It looks like they're kind of crudely made spears, but they use them and like they utilize them pretty well. Like one of them just kind of jumps downward, and this thrust would actually kind of knocks you back a little bit. One of them's pretty much swings it like a baseball bat, but it's a spear, and he's a good like 5 feet away, so he's pretty much hitting you with the curved end of the spear tip, which kind of like takes a very small slice out of your chest and kind of back up. The rest of them just kind of like start yipping and kind of doing that hyena laughter as they kind of start to swarm and surround you. Which brings us back to you.
I assume I'm in melee combat with
Yes.
face. Well, the Slayer's Prey is not. It can be reactivated. There's no limit on the number of times I can activate it, so I will use that for the bonus action again on the next one I'm in face to face with.
Mhm.
And now I will stab you.
Okay then.
16?
16 hits.
10 plus. Yeah, 12.
Okay, that's the first hit.
Mm-hmm. Second one. Oh, derp. Can I keep the damage if I hit?
If you hit, yeah.
11?
11 does not hit.
Damn it!
So one of them takes a step towards you and kind of like thrusts the spear into the ground. You kind of like grab hold of this of the spear shaft and kind of swing underneath it and take a slash at his thigh, his inner thigh, and kind of like takes a step back. And you kind of tried to finish the spin and kind of come up for his throat, but he'd stumbled back too far. For some reason, he doesn't like you that much, and tries to bite you and fails. Two and 3. Oh, that one actually hit. Oh no! Ooh, that one hit for 9 damage.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, out of the 4 that were attacking you, 1 of them hit you. So
Still only have so many hit points.
So quite harder.
killed them quicker.
Yeah. You've got magic up the end. You've got swords.
I'll take swords for 400 damage.
You can also stealth.
It's words.
I mean, I could use that spell to run away. That's kind of. Yeah. Alright, Stabbing the one I've got Slayer's mark on.
Okay.
14.
14 does not hit.
Damn. Okay. Trying again.
All right.
Did even worse.
Yeah, 11 does not hit.
Are they just really agile?
They're I mean, there's a combination of that, and they're also wearing like hide armor, so it's not.
Oh, okay.
They're not like naked in the woods or anything like that. Ooh. So finally, the one that you have marked just comes forward as you're kind of ducking and weaving in between them. You get bit here, and you feel your bones move. Like, it was a crit, so you're taking like 12 points of damage, and he just sinks his teeth into you, and you kind of like shake a little bit. He doesn't like get lockjaw or anything like that, but you kind of like punch him in the face and kind of stumbles back, and he kind of wipes his mouth and say that. Hey, sweet. Hey, not fucking now, Gus. Anyway, sure go.
Okay.
Meanwhile, at the bar, Lord has no idea how hard I have to work. They do not understand. I mean, I do so much, and they have it so easy. Segue back to the fight.
Okay, so I've got the Slayer's Prayer one active on this guy already. You know what? Fine. I'll use a spell. I'll use Zephyr Strike. It's like my only aggressive-ish one.
Okay.
Pass that. And so now I can move around without provoking opportunity attacks. Not what I'm going to be using it for this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give myself advantage on my next attack.
Okay.
And it also deals an extra 1d8 of damage.
Okay.
So, better fucking hit this time. 16.
16 hits.
Or that actually gets rerolled. 23.
Mm-hmm.
So, damage on that is 7 plus another d6 and plus a d. What's the d10? Where's the d8? There. 7 plus 5, so another brain
12.
died. 12, yes.
Well, it's dead. So you kind of focus a little bit, and your eyes kind of like had a brief little glint of purple, and you just kind of like look at it, and you hear Gus. They're a witch, and you just kind of do this burst of speed past the guy that you had marked, and slash on the inside of his other thigh, and just kind of come out behind him, and he turns around. You're gonna have to do a lot better than. Because femoral artery, he bled out in seconds. Everyone's.
All right, so now I still have my bonus action.
You still have your bonus action. You also still have a move action.
Do it again.
I can't do it again just yet. I am going to.
I'm just dodge dust while you're at it.
I don't think that'll go well. Dust eats people.
It's like a dopey version of King Shark. I want you to let that sink in. A dopey version of King Shark. The guy that went hand. That guy.
I can't. Can I use the bonus action to attack, even though the guy I was attacking is down? Or do I have to use?
Zephyr Strike.
No, it's Zephyr Strike won't apply.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm checking it. Zephyr Strike costs a bonus action to cast.
Oh, it costs a bonus action.
Yeah. So you technically have one more attack
Oh,
that you could
sweet.
attack to attack someone else with.
Okay, then yes, that is exactly what I'm going to do.
All right then.
20 to hit.
That hits.
Also, I'm hitting the closest one.
Yeah, that's fine. I naturally assumed because melee.
9.
No
9 damage.
German.
Yeah, I got it.
I thought it was clever. Anyway, you know what? You're getting hit.
What was gonna happen anyways?
I mean, yeah, but then you're only getting hit twice. Fuck. Total of 9 damage. You're getting hit twice. You killed Robert! And they just start swinging for the fences. Swatting you around a bit. Stabbing, slashing. I don't deal damage like cuts and bruises so much as... I expect like crits? Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely. That is a wound. That's going to leave a scar. But for the most part, there's a lot of exhaustion that goes in a battle. Especially if you're like your standard human fighter. You are swinging around an iron longsword. That's...
Heavy?
It's a heavy piece of thing, and you're also like if you're wearing armor, that it's just exhausting. So the longer the fight goes, hit points count for exhaustion as well. So like you're ducking and weaving these things that absolutely want to eat your flesh, and you're doing well.
Not ready to give up yet?
No, you killed Robert. He had the hat.
What happens if I take the hat?
Mm.
Anyways, okay, so my turn now, I guess?
Yes.
Tap into designate another one of the slur spray, whichever one of them. In first, I guess. And steady. 13.
13 does not hit.
Steady again. Awesome. Spells. Here. Check. Yeah, just stabby again. Can we roll something higher than a...
Apparently not.
Okay.
Well, it's your go again, because again, they're just taking swings and stabbing, slashing, and they're like they're tripping over themselves trying to get to you.
Well, at least they didn't manage to tag me this round, so yay. So, after that round of useless fighting, stabby. 20.
20 hits.
Finally. Plus another d6. I'm just gonna tap this one again and fuck off. So 7. No, sorry, 11.
Okay, but said you did 10 damage.
That's why I said. That's why I shook my head and said 11, because the extra d6 only rolled a 1.
Oh, okay. Well, that one's dead. Maybe you're moving on to the next one?
Yep.
Just fierce fighter. But I think Birch sees how good a fighter they really are. Segue.
I kind of imagine they seem like they're just a very... If you fought them, that you would be... You'd be guaranteed like a swift and painless death, because they understand the suffering. There's already so much in the world, and it just cuts to you just completely disemboweling them.
I use my bonus action for. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna designate the next one.
Okay.
Mark. Actually, wait, no, that has to happen on a. Wait, does that have to happen on a hit? As my bonus action. Let's see. Where is it? Why can't I find it? No, that was the other one I forgot about. That one does not need a hit tag to actually
Okay.
inflict it. So yeah, I'll just mark the next one.
Please spare Gus.
If Gus runs away, I may not bother chasing him, seeing as I'm at half hit points.
You're fine.
Stop from moving on walking.
Still have one attack.
No? Because I missed my first one, didn't
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I? Did I not?
Yeah, you did.
Yep. Gus and unnamed fighter 2 both miss. So you get that. You come at them from the left, and I'll come at you. Well, no, I don't have the hat. Hat's over there. You want it? Go get it. Fine. No, you attack them first. So they just, and they kind of. It looks like they're trying to like attack you in a way that would put them closer to the hat. Whatever the hat is, you don't even like because you're not risking looking over.
Nope.
But you don't remember seeing a hat.
Alright, so my turn. So one of them's already been marked, so I'm gonna attack that one.
Mm-hmm.
19 to hit.
19 hits.
Two dice. 5 plus 2, 7.
All right.
Second attack. I do not get my extra d6 on this one if it does hit, which it doesn't do.
All right then.
Bonus attack. Fuck you, dice. Why is it rolling so low today?
You've been rolling a lot of 10s, like just straight up 10s.
Yeah. Well, which is a 3. Because it's a +7. So that's the end of my turn.
No, it's the end of theirs too, because again they're slowly getting closer to where Robert is,
Closer to the hat?
Yeah, but they're still taking like swings and kind of stabs at you with the spear. It looks like they've put themselves between you and the hat.
Oh, now I can't steal the hat. Oh no.
Oh no! And you still don't see a hat. Like you really have no idea what the hell they're talking about.
Alright. Attacking the one. 26.
Yes, that hits.
7 plus 5.
12.
12.
Alrighty.
19. Oh, fuck off. I can, like, stick reason kill that one now. Okay. And, wait, I still have my bonus attack.
Mhm.
Aha! Thankfully, I have lucky.
You have the halfling ability of no, I didn't.
3.
Alright, that hits.
For 5 damage.
So, not Gus, kind of thrusts his spear into the ground, and you just kind of run up the spear shaft and slash twice at its throat, and his head just kind of rolls off, hits Gus's feet, and he just turns around, books it over to Robert, and grabs what appears to be a dwarven helmet.
It's not gonna fit.
Hang on.
Really? You still want to fight?
I have the hat. That's what we do. The one with the hat's the leader. That's what Robert used to say. And he had the hat. I have the hat now. So I'm the leader. And you do as I say. Because I have the hat.
Alright then.
Stop killing my friends. Please. I would appreciate it.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, technically that's already stopped.
Fair point. So, what do I call you?
Birch.
That's a tree.
It's also my name.
See, Birch is not scary, man. Grigori.
But it's a tree.
Yes.
And it is also your name. So your parents looked at every form of tree and chose that one with the flaky bits. It's because you widen it.
Oh my god!
Game is becoming oddly political, and I don't know where.
Maybe.
Flaky bits.
Well, condolences.
You keep attacking people along here, I will eventually come and kill you.
Well, it's not exactly my fault. Robert had the hat.
Taking the hat.
No, Robert was a better fighter than me, and plus he was a little smarter because he was sneaky. He was not up in your face type fighters.
Well, stick to eating animals, and I won't have to.
Okay, but what about the Pack Lord? He's been attacking the dwarves, and they've been in a constant war. And I don't like fighting the dwarf. Yeah, there's one of he is a bigger hat, but they have been the hill dwarves have been they're trying to get all the packs together to attack all the hill dwarves, and then we're trying to take over their land because it's got a good spot in the hills where if you kind of came towards them, you'd have to go kind of uphill, and there's a river which is good for drinking. It also attracts deer because water, and then we can hunt. It's a very good spot. So the Pack Lord wanted to take the hill dwarves spot, but the hill dwarves said no.
They're gonna keep saying no.
Yeah, they've just got very angry, really. But Pack Lord said that we were going to keep attacking. I don't want to attack them because I don't like getting hit. It hurts.
And the dwarves are good at fighting.
I mean, all right.
Their weapons are very good.
Okay, yeah, okay. I will give you that. And this hat is very. I wish it fit, but it doesn't. But it makes a good shoulder piece.
Frankly, I'm tired. I don't want to fight.
Okay.
But if you keep preying on people, we're gonna meet again, and then I will fight.
All right. Well, your worth as a combatant will be known amongst your enemies, wherefore ever you meet them. So saith Gustafsson the second. But no, Gustafsson is technically Gustav the second. Gustav's son.
Bye, guys. I'm healing myself.
Bye. Gustav's son. Why am I the second one? Because I'm clearly the second one. So now I'm just confused. Robert. Oh, right.
Oh God. Oh. Oh.
There, I didn't kill him.
You.
Happens every fucking game. There's always one goddamn NPC everyone's like, oh.
Casting heal on myself.
Mhm.
8.
So
40s.
after about 50,
Horrible.
after about 15 minutes, you're kind of walking and you kind of stop. And the ears kind of perk up a little bit, and you know you're being watched, and you can kind of see something in the tall grass.
Is it us?
No, it is not. If you had to hazard a guess based on where you are, probably a dwarf.
Look at the shaking grass. Hello?
So you see this kind of youngish looking dwarf. He's got like a short cropped beard and kind of longer hair. He's got like a short bow. I suppose you've seen a small knoll pack with a wee helmet, have you?
Yeah, actually. They decided I would make a good lunch.
Well, you're still here. So you didn't see where the hat went?
That's on the last one.
You let it live.
It was pretty pitiful. And frankly, tired. And I don't know if I'm going to run into any more.
Well,
Because it sounds like there's a lot of them.
yeah. You birch, yeah?
Yeah.
Come on. You're expected. And you
Yeah,
didn't show up.
No saying something about Packlord wanting your village?
Yeah. Well, that's what we figured. The hill dwellers were kind of set up, you know, in the hills, and it's a good spot. And we'll move when we find a better spot. Haven't found a better spot.
Makes sense.
Packlord just keeps trying to pick off stragglers, and we got a little bit tired of it. So yeah.
Well, supposedly there is one of those mills is actually trying to round up all the different packs. Anyways, yeah, I need a bunch of tradesmen, basically.
But
We'll discuss what, but
I'm
yeah.
just a yeah. So he brings you into a like small settlement, and it's got like kind of makeshift wooden battlements that kind of like angled outward just to keep people out. Walks you in, and yeah, it's like a fantasy, like a high fantasy version of prefabs. Like it looks like these plate in these buildings can come down easily.
I admit that was not what I was expecting.
What were you expecting? Everything made of stone.
So, yeah, something a little more permanent, yeah.
So he just gestures to the planes that you're on. Well, you find them, and we'll mine it.
I mean, there's some not too far. A day's walk.
That's not no. Oh, let me go to work. I'll be there tomorrow. What? How was that a?
No, I think we have misunderstood each other.
Dwarves is very convincing. When Dwarf speaks the words,
Yeah.
everyone listens.
So, as you kind of walk in, they've dug down about 6 feet just to have like flat earth, and then they've kind of built into the hills
Oh, interesting.
as well. So you kind of walk down these kind of makeshift like slopes and stuff like that, and you're kind of walking on like there's a bit of mud, but it's not much.
Flooded.
And he points to at the very end where there's like a bigger building. Yeah, they want to speak to Eivor.
Echo?
Eivor.
A4?
Yeah, she's in there.
Alright, thank you very much.
All right.
Do you want to, like, paint or anything?
Do what?
You were basically my guide, so do you want, like, a pint or any, or?
Yeah.
No?
I gotta go back out. Find my fucking helmet.
Well, the one that was left alive was particularly slow, so you might actually be able to talk him out of it.
All right.
God. I'm just imagining Gus is going to become an honorary dwarf and fighting alongside them.
So when you walk in, it's very much it is very much like dwarven architecture, just not carved out of stone. You never seen like you've never seen like woodwork, man. That dwarven made tables or
Yeah.
well, it is, but it's very dwarven. It is very functional.
Yep.
But again, it looks like one of those things that like they could probably pull on one or two boards and the entire thing would just come in, because that's how they planned it. Because that makes it easier to leave.
It would. Okay.
And at the there's this big long table that's kind of going from side to side, and in the middle there's like a bigger seat, and you see this dwarven woman kind of sitting there, and it looks like she's going over a map with a bunch of others.
I believe I was told to talk to you?
Birch, right?
Yes.
Fantastic. Right, table this for another time. Those packs ain't going anywhere. Ever. Yeah, I know. Business first. Right. And they just kind of like they nod to you and walk away.
Well, before I actually ran into a pack on the way down.
How big?
I took care of 4 of them. The last one had some interesting things to say.
Like what?
Apparently there is a pack leader that's trying to band together all of them and basically wants your village because it's, good location.
I mean, yeah. This is why we pick it. All right. Helder, make sure that all of the scouts are looking out for a pack load. Quite frankly, if you get a shot, take it. All right. So they just kind of go off. And she sits down, pours a couple pints, pushes you one.
Thank you very much. So, I don't know how odd this request is, but I need enough people who are capable of building, obviously, can do it secretly, and enough to essentially rebuild the village and set up some temporary camps.
Oh, aye.
I'm not asking, like, you're giving me quite the look. I'm not asking for this for free. So what's...
Clearly. I'm just curious as to, since you know the current situation, what makes you think I'm parting with anyone right now?
I was hoping you wouldn't need too many tradesmen for that, but...
We're dwarves.
Fair enough. I mean, if you want to move, there's space.
Where are you talking about? Show me on the map. I'm just gonna, like, push it.
Well, I assume the forest is on there?
Yeah.
So this village is now empty.
Empty.
Mimic ate everyone.
Of what?
A giant mimic ate everyone. It's dead now.
Look, if
It apparently escaped from the old Reinhardt estate.
I see. So
Which I have
it's that time.
which I have officially come into possession of.
Sorry. So you're in possession of the Reinhardt estate,
Yes.
like the lost Reinhardt estate, in the Western Wood. The
Yes. Some of those temporary camps will be set up inside the wood.
That's not a good idea.
Yes, it is, because anyone I declare a guest, the wood doesn't attack.
Huh. And the town. How bad is the town?
It's pretty destroyed. Like, the walls of the buildings are still there. But, like, from
So
what,
the
what I gathered from your description, player as GM, like, it's still pretty run down.
It is. It's severely run down. Like the structures are still there. The thatched roofing is all but gone. It does still have like some of the stronger like wooden frames with the thatched roofing is still there, but like for the most part, anything made out of stone is still there. Minus that.
And the walls of the buildings were made of
Yeah.
stone? Okay. So, yeah, so the walls are still there. Some of the roofs still have a little bit of the structure left, but nothing's got a roof on it. So the insides are probably not safe either. If there's, more than one floor to a building. So that needs to be fixed up. There will be people, but I don't know how many. And I also need the manor itself to be usable. It's extremely damaged.
Well, yeah, kind of happens when someone sets fire to it and keeps the fire going for a fortnight.
It's a lumper.
Well, I was 23 when I burned, so over a century.
That sounds like about the right timeline, yeah.
Right. Well, I can already tell you there's going to be a lot of interest. Winter is coming, and there's been we've stayed here enough that some of the well, if we don't leave soon, the river's gonna. No, it's gonna dry up and probably divert. You stay in one spot too long, eventually the land just kind of warps. So you want to try and don't overstay your welcome, keep moving, that sort of thing. But you're offering a permanent place of residence. I mean, would we be able to build our own place?
Of course.
I mean, if memory serves, there was a mountain on the other side of the mountain, so we'd have plenty of stone.
Well, I mark up. This is the area that's officially part of the estate.
So yeah, the mountains there, well within a day's travel, so we would be able to. I mean, yeah.
I think you might be speaking a bit quiet for the mic.
Yeah, no, we would be able to do that. The problem is, there is an army of collecting gnolls between here and there.
I can deal with small numbers of them.
So
I
could
wouldn't
we.
deal with tons of them. If they want this area. There may be less in the house. If you all want to leave. But that's no guarantee. What else was I gonna say?
if there's a majority vote to leave, we're leaving. I still have final say. I wouldn't make Yaddle for no fucking reason just to have people go. If they didn't want to.
That's how your group works. Then power to you.
Striking a little close to home. In the middle of an election.
I was gonna say something. Now I've forgotten what it was. God damn it. Oh yeah. I don't think I mentioned it yet. The biggest thing with this row is secrecy. I cannot let word get to Verona just yet because. Well, I don't know if you've heard, but there.
Oh, we've heard.
We've heard. Yeah.
We've had dealings with the orc tribes. Just touch and go at first, but I mean they move like us, so you never stay too long in one place. You live with the land, not on it. You know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to move a couple hundred dwarves secretly. Don't suppose you have any access to magic, do you?
Some.
Nothing that can move a large number of people.
I'd have to check. Not me personally, but there might be something at the estate to tap into.
It's
Now there is an underground passageway through that village, so if we can bring in people to fix up the village, we can easily get them into the woods unnoticed. The humans don't really pay a whole lot of attention to the other species.
yeah. I mean, if we move them like one family at a time, but the problem is, like, even if let's say that we have a successful diplomatic conversation with the pack lord and say, like, we're gonna leave very slowly. We're gonna have small packs of dwarves that are gonna be moving through null territory, and we're gonna have to go on their word that they're not going to attack, or they're going to wait for the majority of our forces to have been gone, and then just move in and massacre the people left. So, like,
well, I mean, I can travel with the small groups. I can probably get Grimnell to help once he's back.
Grim. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
He's one who.
Yeah. No. I know who he is. He married my fucking sister.
Oh really? You didn't mention that part.
He would. Cheeky fuck. So for the next 3 hours, you have this meal
In-laws.
with the in-law, and you get like all of the embarrassing stories that his wife told her that he does not know about. Like, there is stuff that happened between the two of them that he believes stayed between the two of them. No. But yeah, so like she explains during dinner that there needs to be a meeting of the clan heads before she moves. So just to get everyone's opinion, everyone's tactics and stuff like that. So we'll move back to Vrana and the Gremnil. So.
Okay.
Mhm.
Next thing, next order of business is actually going to the members of the houses surrounding me in that area, and just very basically pitching the idea.
It does not take. You pitch the idea to two people,
Mhm.
and by the time you reach the rest of the people, they're packing.
Okay. So
Because you kind of sit there and like, oh man, now I'm going to have to go to each and every. Or I could just go to Rose, and then wait. So you do. You go to Rose, who is the gossip queen, and you just kind of look at it, and it's I came to you because I wanted your opinion.
I know you can keep it.
Keep this to yourself.
Absolutely no one must know.
Literally, by the time you don't even know how, because there's only one exit to that house. You close the door. There are people coming up to you. Are we really leaving? Like, we're okay with it, but we just want to know if it was true. Like, you kind of half wanted to just like open the door and go ha, like. But at the same time, you don't, because you're also half expecting to open the door and there's nothing there, and Rose died 10 years ago, and you don't know how this works.
So, going home and packing.
Yeah.
Making arrangements, packing things. Maybe we could get all the stuff that Birch left behind in the house. Packing that up, making sure it's safe. Spreading some gold around to make it easier on everybody else to get the whole thing.
So as you're kind of packing, you eventually move a bunch of chests down into the main room. And you kind of come upstairs and you grab another box of stuff like that, and you bring it down, and then you hear one of the chests kind of move and shift a little bit.
Oh, son of a... Grab the demo crossbow. If you're a mimic, you'll need to tell me right now. It's the law.
Not a mimic.
Wait a minute. Okay, hit it with my toe. Does it do anything?
No.
You're not a mimic.
No.
What are you?
So the chest lid opens up, and it's Jill, little pirate girl.
Ah, Jill, what are you doing?
We were stowing away.
Stowing away where?
So multiple lids kind of open up, and just the crew is just. We were coming with you.
You do not have to stow away to come with me. Everybody is coming.
We have to stow away.
Why do you have to stow away?
I turned 13.
When?
2 days ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I already talked to my mom, and she doesn't want me joining the war effort because I'm too young, even though I'm already a master at being a captain of a crew. But war is apparently different than running a pirate crew.
it is very true. Your mother's very wise woman. So what we are going to do, we are going to move land to explore and build new community.
Come, Mom, come.
Mom,
You have to go tell her because I can't leave.
Rose already took care.
How?
I don't know, but she does.
See the one guy. I think she's like your grandma. Oh. Oh.
See.
I see.
So here it goes. We are going to a new place starting. We are under contract, so that contract is helping the war effort. So even though you're there helping the town helps the war effort, so we do not have to go be drafted.
Okay.
So think of it like this. Coming! Just a moment, I'm looking for bats! So it's like this. Do no approach. I am coming! Still looking for pants! Hold on. Excuse me one moment, Joe. Everybody just stow away until I get back. And if only the rest of the life was so easy. Come down. Open the door.
It's Jill's mom.
Ah!
She just comes in, closes the door. Is Jill here?
Jill is absolutely not here whatsoever.
So she just kind of like walks into the living room, looks around, goes over to the chest Jill's in, opens it up. Hi. Children are a blessing.
Most
Children
days.
are a blessing. What are you doing? Stowing away. I can see. Get out of the chest!
You look very tired and have had a long day. Jill, go back to stowing away, but don't go anywhere. Direct order. Please. Welcome to my home. Have a seat. Can I get you food to look at? I have a little left over.
So you just sit there and I take it you explain everything.
Yeah, it's like, how are you kids? I know, I remember when I was
She-
at age, what's going on.
She explains that like the smithy is, to say working overtime is a gross understatement. She wasn't quote unquote working fast enough, so she was replaced in her own smithy by some old guy who does super shoddy work but at twice the speed.
Yeah, so I'm pitching the idea. She's telling me this: new town, new opportunity. We need smiths. The hill dwarfs are coming over. I mean, and the best part is it is all legal. So if we're over there, they consider this helping the water effort, so nobody's getting drafted. No,
Fantastic.
they're
I'll go pack.
good.
Jill, stay here. Okay.
But all right.
Doesn't sound like it.
But days like this. No, everything is easy for birds. Going Jill. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. You are the captain.
Mhm.
You're in charge of your crew.
Mhm.
This is our ship. We need to get our ship ready to move to new waters.
Okay.
So getting. Can you read and write? Give somebody with a good memory.
Yeah, me.
Good. And then you start listing. I need these things packed away, breaking this pack, this move, these go here, put everything at the front. There's food. Do not touch these weapons under any circumstances. Oh no, I'll be cross. You know.
So when you're like you get about a quarter of the way through this list.
Yeah.
And you're just like, okay, so I need this moved here, this moved here, this moved here. I need these specific things placed in chests, not crates, chests, because the air gets at it, it's going to be like these.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what, and I need them put over there. Your point to like towards the door. The kids have already packed this stuff, and has it like as you're talking, behind you is just this flurry of movement of the kids like doing things, and Jill is just like,
Okay.
mm-hmm.
God damn it, I love these kids. So give them over and your payment. If everything is okay, you guards the ship by the time I come back. Let me stop by the sweet shop on the way back for payment for everything. Maybe if you do good job, no half-ass. And you know those little butter creams that everybody likes.
You heard it, full ass people.
That's my pirate king. All right. And the rest of you, listen to Jill order. Closes the door. Now I have to go to the sweet shop. Okay, so everyone is like packing up, getting ready to head out. Jill's
This
family
takes
is okay.
this
It's
takes
gonna take
the
a
rest
while.
of the day, and by the time you like, and you can't even like, oh, we'll leave at no, you leave now.
Yeah.
There is a full train of people.
Yeah.
And you already know that there's more than just Jill stowing away.
Yeah.
So, because like some of these things are like, all right, so we're gonna put it in. We're gonna put everything in. Oh no, they can't go in that wagon. It's full. Looks like there's space. It's full. All right, yeah, fine. Over here then. Yeah, me too. It's gonna be fun.
Come on, Joe. Let's go to the sweet shop. Do something stronger.
No,
Do
can't.
you really want her walking out and about?
Ah, good point.
Yeah, the pirate crew has pretty much just stowed away in their respective chests.
Okay, they're fine. So, headed to the sweet shop. Got all the stuff from Gregory. Swinging by the Lusty Boar. On my way over to the sweet shop, just trying to pick up on those local gossip from the bartender to see if there's anything I need to be wary about, or if there's anything in the brew that might blindside.
Not really.
Okay.
Any information you pick up is fairly mundane.
Okay.
It's everyone is focusing on doing drills and getting introduced to military life, and that's it. Like it's just.
I go to the sweet shop owner. Open the door.
So yeah, it's kind of barren, and the guy's packing, and he does not look happy. Like he's genuinely.
Is he coming? Coming?
Well, I don't have a shop anymore.
What happened?
Well, apparently there is no cause for chocolates or sweets or baking during war. So
This is travesty. This is there is place for it. We are starting new town. It is all legal. It is all good. But the thing I know is when people are facing adversity, even if they have a little bit of luxury, it is bearable. But if they don't have a little bit of luxury, even the minor things seem like big things.
I don't have much left, but I can pick. I've been picking all day. But I can.
I got rotten salt. Do not go anywhere.
Okay.
Do you have any buttercreams left?
Yes, I was going to throw them away.
No,
but
no, no. Sorry, slide him 2 gold coins. I took the rest of his buttercreams. Do not go anywhere.
Okay.
So, go get the pirate crew.
The under 13 pirate crew?
The under 13 pirate crew.
Mhm.
And just escort them to the shop. Buttercreams. Jill. You have a pirate who has very dangerous mission, but only you can do it. Please, not buttercream. We are going to New Town.
No.
The problem is New Town.
Mhm.
There is no candy shop. These may be the very last buttercreams you ever taste. Unless we take the candy maker with us to make buttercreams in Newtown, but we have so much things to pack up. We have very little time. This is top secret mission. I need somebody I can trust. Somebody who is fast and knows how to command a crew. Somebody who likes candy and
So-
understands the importance.
Hmm.
Do you know of anyone like that?
No. But my crew can do it.
Ah, there we go. That is a good idea, Joe. Have another button.
Well, they're just gonna.
So, I conscript pirate crew, ironically, to avoid conscription.
To be fair, you're paying them in candy.
I am
So,
paying them candy. We're probably
had the bureaucrats done that, it wouldn't be a problem.
to be
We're
fair,
going to take your children to war. You can't take our children and pay them in candy. The children, no, hang on, I'm finished.
so I basically talked to the shop owner. They don't know how to move, but they are out to Newtown and heads for war effort. They do not get drafted. They do not go to barracks.
I mean, this makes sense.
Yes.
I okay. I picked and I gave most of. I can't take stuff built into structure, unfortunately.
get
But
some stuff.
whatever. It's easy enough to make.
Alright,
I
but
make.
we have to go now.
leaving. Yes.
Yeah, so let the crew do their thing with them, keeping an eye on them for an hour or so, just to make sure nobody makes trouble for them. And when I'm feeling confident enough that is okay, then let's see. Talk to Whitestone. That's good. Talk to everybody in the community. That's good. Leaving with more people than I'm here to leave with, but it's a big place. It's
okay. So when I said town, I meant a town.
Okay, so
this isn't like a hamlet of 5 buildings.
yeah, this is
a town.
So it's not like Foxborough, Ontario. It's more like
Okay, so you can't really compare to it because like anything like north of 7, really, it's they built out.
okay, so it's not a hamlet.
No.
Okay, so it's an actual.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so I'm like, explain everything. Okay, we've got the cabin, we've got Rose's things back, we've got my things back at your place. We've
got the cat.
We've got Rose's. Nope, the cat. God damn it, the cat. No! Where did you get the pillow with the cat?
Where did you get the cat? Came with the pillow.
Okay, don't let anything happen to the cat, because if anything happens to the cat, Birch will kill me.
It's first mate.
Smart. Okay. All right. Cat, we got the pillow, we got the candy, we got the candy guy, we got Rose, we got the people, we got the White House, we got the Gregory, we got the money, we got the certificate, we got the wagons.
Did you actually get the deed?
Yes.
Okay, that did actually happen.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Gregory ends up showing up with the paperwork anyway because he's coming with.
Okay.
Yeah, because after all, your ID.
No, yeah, like, he shows up and he's like, so yes, if you just sign this here, so it is no longer my problem.
So signing it, and just so you know, you were thinking this nice young man who makes the chocolate slippers. Because we're
good.
just starting a civilized community.
Well, yeah, it's kind of civilization with that chocolate.
What? Exactly.
Right. So yeah, and you eventually just kind of set off. And
Okay, so
leave Vrana and its fucking military state.
this is the way. I feel like we should be dogs,
And
we should be
you
waving
could,
goodbye.
and well, the funny, like the feeling of leaving the town, just the way it feels to you, is. Sorry, I'm just trying to your
Yeah.
alignment.
Chaotic good.
Okay. So even at your most chaotic, you get the feeling that the people of Vrana think they'll be back.
Okay.
Like a lot of the and especially the higher ups.
Mhm.
They're like, oh good, yes, you go do your part, and they're all just like but like and so you get this feeling like, wow, they actually think we're coming back.
Oh, you see, when you get older, you'll start voting conservative too.
Unless of course you like human rights.
Yeah. Before I go,
You mean
like right before I go, I would stop off the Lusty door and just, if my daughter comes back, and give her, this is where we are, this is how we go, please let her know.
Mhm.
Because when she goes there and finds out he's not there, she will come.
Mhm.
Okay, so heading on.
All right.
On the road again. Dun, 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 dun.
So
I'm sure Butter's just enjoying themselves. While getting over.
the next morning, you're kind of waking up after a very large meal.
Correct.
Guys,
Good
it's
half.
a dwarven feast.
Yeah.
There's enough food.
finally enough food.
It was like, oh yeah, I finally got that feeling where if I move, it hurts. Yeah.
Okay, I feel a little cold.
Dude, everyone loves that feeling. They may say they hate it, but in their mind it's like, yeah.
That's great.
It's true. Everyone, especially when they eat like their comfort food.
Yeah.
If you get that, it's like if your comfort food is pizza and you're sitting here and you eat more pizza than you actually intended, there's going to be a small part of your brain that is going, "You ate too much pizza." The rest of your brain is going, "Did I ever?"
It's so true.
I mean, there may be the pain saying you definitely overdid
Oh,
it,
yeah.
but there's still a certain satisfaction.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of regret, but you know.
Yeah.
It's like I weigh more, so I can't move currently. Yeah.
And having only 2 slices of people's
Bought the goddamn pizza. I will eat the whole damn thing if I so choose, Mom.
and walk down with cake for breakfast. Yeah, that's right. Breakfast in my underwear. And who's gonna stop me?
Paddle away in my diabetic coma. Anyway, so adult.
Almost years now.
We're adults. So
Okay, so I've eaten a lot of food
yeah.
and killed my teammate.
Yeah. You wake up to like someone just kind of like kicking the bottom of your foot.
Yeah.
And you see Eivor there. Come on. You realize it was kind of a sleep where you fall night. You found a quiet-ish corner that where people were piling the bearskin rugs, and you were just like, that looks like a bed. And there was no one around to say, wait.
No.
So
Yeah. Alright. Roll up. Get up.
so you get up there and there's a representative here.
Representative of.
So Eivor just sits down on her throne and looks over and see that hunter and Gus standing tall with his hat pauldron on his shoulder, spear in his hand. He's standing like very straight back. It looks like he's combed his fur.
Oh my god. Love Gus.
Hello, Gus.
Oh hi. I mean,
So what are you doing here?
I am an official representative of the Pack Lord.
Oh, you ranked up fast.
I have a hat.
Ah.
I don't want that bat. You have to fight me for it. That would be a range. You see, Albert. Oh. Speaking of terms, the Pack Lord has decreed this land belongs to him. Even though he's speaking to me about it. I don't know why I couldn't come himself. I don't think he trusts you. Mm-hmm.
Shocking.
Anyway, in his magnificence, he has decreed that all dwarves are to be food and should run. That way, the fear makes you taste better. Hang on. Reaches in, pulls out a scroll. What's that say? You can't read? No. He gave you a scroll that you can't read. Yeah. Why would he give you a scroll then? I have a hat. Yes, I know. Thank. Think. Right. So it's pretty much a declaration of war. Pretty much. Yeah. If we swear allegiance and the whole take the knee, blah blah blah. Oh, I see.
Oh, Gus.
Hmm.
Said about not eating people.
This is a pack lord. He's got a bigger hat. What do you want me to do? You can't blame me for what he does. Yes, we can. Oh, so what? If I blame you for everything that another dwarf did, would that be right? I think not. That's discrimination. So there's a moment of just like, what? Listen here, you furry fuck. You stand in my hall, Patlord's hall. Fuck you! My hall! And issue terms of war to me. Exactly. What exactly is stopping me from killing you and sending your head back on a spike?
It's not stopping that.
Following orders.
Oh.
So to deliver a message. Just delivered the message. Couldn't read the message, but he read it. Get mad at him.
So we've got a message for you to deliver.
My head gonna be on a spike.
If you deliver the message, I won't cut your head off right away. If you eat people, I will.
But then I can't deliver the message.
Then don't eat people.
But you want me to deliver a message, but if I eat someone, you're gonna cut me. See, you said you wouldn't cut my head off right away. That implies you're gonna cut it off anyway. So why would I do it?
You basically said that you're gonna eat people, though.
No, I didn't. I said it was the note. That was the words Pack Lord, not me.
God damn it.
He has a bigger hat.
So if he tells you to eat people, you will.
He's a Pack Lord.
Yeah, he is.
Right. So is it, yeah, King, Queen, Lord, Lady, Jarl. That's a made up word.
Made up word.
All right. Well, okay. So if the Jarl there went and told you, Israel, to go and kill a bunch of little baby gnolls, would you do it? Right. Why is that? Because she told you to.
And because you've declared war.
No. Without the declaration of war. See, this is my point. Fighting just keeps going, and people like me get caught in the middle. Oh, because you got to beef with him, and he's got to beef with you. But we get caught in the middle. It's stupid. All we want to do is live by the river. Clean water. You ever drink out of a puddle? Don't. Horrible. Sometimes it's pee. You actually see like the hunter is just like, I feel bad now.
So, deliver a message to him. If he wants the village, he needs to come up with better terms. Because all he's done is said he wants this and he's going to kill everyone. No one is going to agree to that.
I mean, it's fair. I'll see what I can do.
Earl, do you have anything to add?
Give the hunter his hat back. It's my hat. Wait,
If he gives him the
is that a symbol of prestige for you? Well, yeah.
If he gives the hat back, he may lose any authority he has to try and do anything.
What if we made you one? What, a hat? No, an actual pauldron. The thing that's supposed to go on your shoulder. Is that what it is? I thought it was just a shoulder cup.
Oh,
Why'd you call it
Takes it off. It's a hat. Oh, God, it smells.
oh, too bad for the dwarf for this.
a hat? For them both. It's fucking
Oh,
hilarious.
God, I want them to be in a buddy company. I really do.
Well,
I mean, if I came back looking like I had more prestige than his hat, then people might follow me than him. Maybe. I still might have to fight him, which I would not win. He's bigger than I am. Eldar, please no. Please fit him with a pauldron. Right, come on, you fuzzy bastard. Let's go. It's fur, not fuzz. Make me a better spear. What's wrong with that one? It's a pointed stick. It's not really a spear, is it? It's kind of leave. Here, guys. Go wash the helmet. Yeah, please do. I can smell it from here. Why is this my life? Is this what it's going to be like if we come to you? Because if it is, we can just stay here and deal with it. That is not reassuring.
this is new to me. But I mean, you did mention something about the possibility of if you made a deal with them. I know you wouldn't trust them, but no point in closing that door before it's even open.
Mm.
I mean, they're kind of smart.
They're tribal. They don't have. There's no real structure to it.
No, apparently it's whoever has the biggest hat and can keep it.
I think you'll find that with most races, that's kind of how it is.
Yeah. With varying levels of complexity.
Have you seen the new crown of the king from Drana? It's like yay high.
Did I see this?
No, no, you.
No, I did not actually.
Oh, aye. Wings on the side, one big spire in the middle, and just.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's so uncomfortable.
That's the reason why he doesn't wear it. Wears it for special occasions. Twat.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything good about this individual.
He's a prat. He is a just a bloody. I'm not gonna get into it. He's an idiot.
Oh, he's an idiot. It'll be easier to kill him.
You'd think. Problem is, his father I respect. His father is a bit of a bastard, but he's about as much of a bastard as you'd expect any human noble. And you know.
So bastard, but passively competent.
Oh, absolutely competent. He made good and damn sure that every single one of his children has spent at least 5 years in the military. So there's discipline there. There's also tactics.
Which means that he's going to have at least 5 years of military training.
Mm-hmm. And because he's the crown prince, the highest tier of military training. He was the crown prince. Now he's
I was
the
about to say, wait, no, I'm pretty sure
Well,
he's.
king. That was like he went because he was the crown prince.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how that works here? Fun.
Mm-hmm. You'll find that's probably how it works everywhere.
I don't know, some places seem to want to keep their nobles out of military. Or at least, the ones they want to keep alive.
Yeah. Well, Vrana is kind of situated in a open area. It can be attacked from literally every angle. So one of the dwarf kind of like runs in. Ivor, yeah, silver scars here. Shit, really? Silver scars. Orin, he's an orc. So you walk out, and there's a.
Orin. Does that name sound familiar? Would that name sound familiar to me? Orin? What was your orc friend?
It was just an orc chieftain.
Okay.
So you come in, and she comes outside, and there is a freaking large, or he's at least 6.5 feet tall. Fairly wide at the shoulders, like just beefy, like just a jacked orc. Every scar that he has, it looks like it's filled in with silver. And there's like tiny little bits of etching, like looks like writing on each bit of it.
I mean, cool, but also that seems so uncomfortable.
And beside him is a fairly large wolf.
Distracted by puppy.
Orin, I will. What brings you here? Was passing through, noticed the knolls. Do you need help? I mean, the pack lord's going to be giving me trouble. Do you have it in silver? I swear to Christ. Just put the fucking pauldron on. Or kind of looks over it. He's got this, like, steel fitted pauldron leather strap. And he's... You arming a knoll. It's a long, convoluted story. Orin, why are you here? Passing through. Old chieftain's ready to move. And you? You're gonna stay neutral in this. As always. You can take the bass out of your voice now, little dwarf. I'm neutral in this, as always. As far as I'm concerned, you're on the land that I serve. This war does not serve it. Either side. Find a way around it.
Which war?
The one that's here and the one that's coming.
Are you talking about the gnolls and the dwarves, or is there something else that I'm unaware of?
The gnolls and the one that Vrana is going to start with the orcs.
Okay, so at least you're aware of it.
Can't not be. Land is screaming.
We actually did want to talk to the orc tribes as well.
What purpose?
Well, first off was to warn you that Toronto is basically all but declared war.
Mm.
But, no, Grimwell wanted to talk to a friend of his.
Gremlin. You mean Grimdark the Destroyer?
Yes.
I would fucking Grimdark.
That name sounds like a 12-year-old made it up.
It's because a 12-year-old did make it up.
It makes sense.
It was a chieftain's daughter at the time. very attached.
That's adorable. Alright. Well, we did have an offer. If Verona declares war, we have a bunch of people that may need help protecting, but we can also offer you guys a safe haven. The Western Woods.
I know it.
I am, I guess, more than just
The
technically.
warden of it. Yeah, I know.
Wait, what? Okay.
Druid.
That would explain that.
Mm-hmm. So he just kind of walks up, grabs a handful of grass, starts to kind of like mulling around in his hand. So you're offering them safe haven in the Western Woods. If they give the dwarves and the people safe passage.
And to help defend against monsters, etc.
Is that it?
I am also worried about Verona holding shit.
Rana won't do anything in the winter.
Verona will do anything in the winter, but what comes after?
Very well. It kind of sprinkles the grass and the wind kind of picks up and just takes it off.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that may help two problems.
Gus kind of walks up. How do I look?
It's a much more fitting chapeau.
I think so.
You gave the hat back?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
yeah, he even
Yeah.
washed. I can't even smell myself on it. I don't know even why you'd want it.
Let's go take a smell at him.
I suppose that's true.
So what? So you can remember what your message is?
Better terms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So more agreeable terms rather than just mass murder, because that is not terms. Those are just threats.
Yeah.
Right.
Good luck.
Farewell, dwarves.
Oh. I'm actually gonna have Gus as an NPC in my campaign
It's
from now on.
kind of like there's one dwarf that just like on reflex, like that. See, like that. The guy behind. What's wrong with you? You say goodbye. Like, I'm gonna be rude. So glad this is entertaining. Anyway,
Oh my god.
I don't know why. I think I might be sleep deprived or something.
Oh, maybe?
no, I fucking love this guy. I do like in all my campaigns?
No, you have too many recurring NPCs.
No, but I want Charlie to play.
Oh, I see. Charlie, you're now forever forced to play Gus.
this is how it starts. Not allowed to play my own characters.
Yeah.
Anyway,
This is the Knoll.
That's a dwarf. We should all start. He's a knoll. That's the best part.
yeah, picture a 6'2" hyena humanoid
New Pauldron.
with a brand new pauldron.
Did you get the spear?
I don't think they were stupid enough to give him a new spear.
Yeah,
They could potentially fight him.
they didn't give him. I think they may have given him like a spear, like just like a regular. They didn't make him a spear.
Okay.
It was just like this one has metal on it. He's just super happy about it.
Oh my god.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
No, the one that doesn't want to be impolite.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a dwarf. Because, I mean, he said goodbye. So, Orna just starts to kind of, like, walk. He gets to the edge where he kind of, like, walks up the slope. And he kind of looks. I will. Orin, if you're leaving, this gets filled in. Is that a threat, Orin? Not from me. You see Ivor's face get kind of serious for a moment. Like, she takes it in, and then Orin just turns and leaves. So she turns, she starts giving orders of, like, double the guard, make sure the scouts come back, that sort of thing, just to kind of put everyone on watch, that sort of thing.
Might not be a bad idea to follow Gus to see what actually happens.
If you think, staying off of his radar, probably not going to be that difficult.
Yeah. You gonna meet me in the next little while?
You. But you're not, you're the warden of the Western Wood. You are not one of mine. You come and go as you please.
Well, no, that's not what I meant. But you said you needed to talk to people. And
I need to convene the council anyway, just to make sure everyone's on board, and then to make sure everyone's on board. So,
okay. Well,
there's a very complex way of gathering everything. Very cool.
To be honest, I don't have a very thorough idea of what that means.
Oh, well, it's
I
actually
just
quite simple.
Oh no!
Like that, and at least 6 people like, oh.
Yeah, that's not what I would have guessed. I mean, I'm basing it off Grimlock.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
My
Look.
best guess.
Look, I give Brimnell a lot of shit, and I will never, ever stop. But my sister loved him, and despite being an annoying prat, he's a good man.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
And my niece is a good person, so he did, however, for the most part, grow up in and around Vrana, not with other dwarves. So he's more, how would he put it, cultured than the rest of us. So
I'm sorry, we come across Fantasy Toronto in our midst. There's
I was gonna say it's more gothic, so like Fantasy Toronto in circa 1993.
There's the universe in the center of it. For some reason, the Leafs are there. You know.
Yeah, trying their hardest. Anyway.
The Verona Maple Leafs. Why can't you win? And Grimnell's been to every game.
You hear a play-by-play of the Leafs game. Hey, he's got the puck. He shoots.
Yeah, this is.
There's only been the Leafs games. I don't know what comes after that. My brother would kick me so hard the dick. Anyway, they so yeah, that
Oh God.
you do what you would.
Alright, well then I'm going to keep an eye on the null situation. I'll keep you informed.
Do you want one of mine with you, or you go alone?
I'm gonna need to go alone.
Alright.
Your last performance, you rolled 10s.
I'm rolling.
Oh no! Well, no.
Okay, what's that? Is
On the-
7.
On their attack roll, 7s. Their stealth roll was 29.
True.
So yeah, you're gonna make 3. Get to roll opposed perception rolls. Actually, no, it's just it's based on their passive perception. So roll 3 stealth checks.
16,
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
23,
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
30.
What?
Well, your DC, because so that's how this one of the. one of my absolute favorite parts of 5e is the passive perception or investigation or insight check. It's 10 plus whatever that particular skill is. That is the passive difficulty of staying under people's radar. So if I was trying to sneak past Birch's passive perception is 17. That's my difficulty to roll over on my stealth check. I have to meet 17 or get past it in order for them to not pick me up. Gus has a wisdom of 10, which is 0 for a plus, and is not proficient in perception, which means the difficulty was 10. So it is clear he has no idea that you're there, or he may have temporarily forgotten that you're a thing. Anyway, you follow for about 3 hours, and at first, like, he's doing that Renfield thing from Dracula Dead and Loving It, where he kind of runs back and forth in different directions, and then goes, lost them, and then walks in a straight line. So I just, oh, wow. So, and you could, it's actually kind of frightening because you get to you get to this rise and you just kind of like walk over it, and you get to the rise and you kind of like peer over it, and there's a fairly large warband.
Can I see roughly number-wise how many?
Give me a perception roll, please.
God damn it. Let me roll.
No.
24.
Okay, so you stay there for a few minutes, and you kind of keep. It's easy enough to keep an eye on Gus because he's the only one wearing armor, like metal armor.
Yeah.
And there's at least 2,000, and off in the distance you see like that telltale sign of like a dust cloud of like more coming.
So at least 2,000 and more.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay. All right.
So,
That is gross.
are you following him in?
Through 2,000 gnolls?
Yeah.
Then, is there a way for me to do that without being seen?
You're a halfling.
So literally just walking below their knees.
I mean, okay, so the way that's like, imagine any movie that you've ever seen of someone sneaking into a camp. Like, you just find where someone's looking and go around them, sneak into, in and around a tent, move in, and
So it is.
it's possible. The difficulty is going to be higher than 10, but it is still possible. It's not like looking at it. Birch like this is within Birch's realm of possibility. Like, this isn't going to be like an impossible task.
It's also not the guards of Verona.
Yeah, you're not talking.
It's like the village idiot's dumber cousin showed up.
Well,
more or less, I guess.
maybe a little. Maybe not the village idiot's dumber cousin. Maybe like the normal villager's dumber cousin.
Okay.
Just it's not. They're not like Gus dumb,
Yeah.
but they're still gnolls. They're still fairly animalistic. Like they have a pack lord. They're waiting for orders, but they're also in a war band. So they're kind of at a heightened sense of awareness because they're ready for a fight.
Where the hell did this come from?
Where did what come from?
These scents.
That's always been a thing.
I guess it became a thing when I opened up 2nd level spells.
Mm.
Because I don't remember choosing that.
Okay.
Anyways, so I have a spell that in addition to some other things, also increases my walking speed. Would that in any way, shape, or form impact that?
I mean, the only time you take a negative, like a disadvantage on your stealth roll, is if you're trying to move more than you're capable of. Like if you're trying to, like if you did like a double move action, that would take up your entire action. Like normally, like you could make a stealth check and then move, and for your movement, you would be moving at stealth. So you could cast that spell and then move.
All right, so it's so it wouldn't really be helping the stealth check anyway.
Well, it wouldn't help the stealth check. You just move, right? But you would move farther every. Now you're not going to be rolling stealth every turn. Like this is going to be like 2 or 3 rolls.
Lots of opportunity to screw it up. Let's give it a shot, anyways.
All right then. Okay. So yeah, it's as far as you know, you're just like ducking in behind things. Every once in a while, you'll just kind of like hide behind a stick. Like at one point, you just get at one point your stealth was so good that you crouch because you're waiting for a couple of guards to pass, and because like there's like the wall of like a hide tent, and there's a post, and you kind of like put your hand on the post and you're like waiting, and then the post starts to move, so you immediately just kind of like instinctively let go, and the post was a sentry's spear, and he just kind of went, and then so you just kind of like quickly run across the road. So give me another thing, because you still have actually make a perception roll first, just to make sure that you've maintained not eye contact.
Line of sight?
Yeah.
12.
You're pretty sure you still got him.
Okay. Another stealth check?
Mm-hmm.
27.
Fuck back.
Like you have to duck into a tent in order to because there's like a couple of packs of gnolls going around your tent, so you just kind of like tuck under one, and like there's it looks like it's not necessarily like a pack lord, but someone who's clearly been around, and he's got like there's a little table and he's eating, and it looks like he knocks over a glass, and you just kind of like and catch it. And he just keeps drinking. You go under the table. It's at one point you're like, chicken. That was chicken. Perception roll.
18.
So at one point you do lose sight of him, and then you hear Gus. Yeah. The fuck is that you wearing? It's a pauldron. It looks like a bowl. It's not a bowl. It's a pauldron. What's a pauldron then? What's this? Where's the hat? Gave it to the dwarf. You gave your hat to a dwarf. Technically, it was the dwarf's hat, so I just gave it back to its rightful owner, as a sign of good faith between our peoples. But we don't want good faith between our peoples, Gus. We want to eat them when they are dead. Because we are at war. Right, well, they don't necessarily want to be at war. Well, would you like to be at war with us, Gus? Well, no, we're kind of scary. Right, so, right, well, that's my point. So there might be a thing where they might give us the land without a fight. So there could be a thing there. We could have clean water to drink. Hey? Just like that. Clean water. I mean, yeah, it would be nice. I drank pee yesterday. I didn't like it. No one likes it, Michael. No one.
Did you say Michael?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna come up with normal names. No one likes it. That's my point. So and even now, where did we camp? We camped in the middle of nowhere. Is there water around? No. This was a dumb place. I'll say it was a dumb place to pack. And you kind of see this like fairly large, not like at least 7 feet tall knoll with a hat, and like it looks like a Spartan style helmet. It has like the mohawk thing, which like the plumage is wrecked, kind of bent over a little bit, and the metal has been like stretched around, and he's just kind of standing over it as he's standing there, and like Michael's like, no, you know what, Michael, someone's got to say it. This was a dumb place to camp. Really? Oh, Park Lord. Hello. I've returned. Gus, when I want your opinion on my ability to put up a camp, I will. What the fuck is on your shoulder? Pauldron? That looks like a bowl. It's not a bowl, it's a pauldron. The fuck is a pauldron? It's this! Well, I don't know what that is, Gus. It looks like you're wearing a bowl. Well, you're wearing a human hat, and it doesn't fit. I said it.
Oh my god! You know what?
There's an awful lot of lip coming off of that fucking mouth, Gus. I come bearing a message from the dwarf. Like, Jarl. That's a made-up word. That's what I said. Well, they said that. Well, is there more than one Jarl? No, it's just the one. So why'd you say they? Is that how they go? But okay, if we meet, do I call her she or they? Am I calling her her? What, Gus? You have to be specific.
Oh my god!
You had a hat, and that is important.
Feeling for Gus so hard right now.
The Jarl is a she. The Halfling that I met that killed Robert is a they. Okay, thank you. Please continue. Right, so.
God.
Right.
Oh.
She, the Jarl, she said that your terms were threats. Yeah. Those aren't terms, though. Yeah, they are. No, they're not. They're not at all. What would you do if I said, move and I'll eat you? Well, I'm not going to move. You said you'd eat me. Oh, I hear it now. Well, regardless, we're gonna slaughter it anyway. We got more packs coming in daily, and I hear there is a very large line of humans leaving Vrana. And he just lets out this grin, and like it's just teeth.
So I'm going to stealthily draw my bow.
Okay.
I'm not shooting yet.
Arrow.
And I also want to tap my. Okay, so that has to be,
No one will know.
that has to be favored foe is with the attack, so I can't do it yet. Oh, it's the damn thing.
God damn it, Michael, let's say it. Someone's guts. Fuck. I take it back. Gus might be the intellectual.
You know what? I've got a telepathic ability. What's the Null's god?
Put in the collect.
Make a religion check.
I'm gonna put in the collect. Oh my god, are you gonna convince Gus that you're a god?
16.
What are you playing? God damn it, Mariah, I need to know what are you going to do?
So this in my setting, the Knolls don't have a specific deity. They work a lot like at least the way I had pictured them, because like this world is being built as you're playing. So I had originally like had some societies and cultures and stuff like that based almost entirely around their ancestors. So like a lot of their ancestors are almost like old style, like Roman house deeds. Like they your great grandsire twice removed or something like that is someone you would pray to for guidance because they were very wise, so on and so forth.
So the Null's ancestor worship kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
You just see the Pack Lord kind of like, you know what? You have it looks like a bowl. I'm sorry. It looks like it's a pauldron. Shoulder bowl. Come into the tent. We have to talk.
Is this the tent I'm hiding in?
No, it is like the Pack Lord's tent. You can tell because it is just decorated to the nines. It is also much larger.
Am I hiding just like beside the tent so I can listen in, or?
You roll high enough, you can get in.
Touche. Let's not gonna hold the bow drawn anymore because it looks like talking is going to happen at least. So we'll see where that goes. Only got an 18.
Well, hang on. Let me check the Pack Lord's passive perception. Oh, look, the wisdom doesn't change. So you get into the tent. Like, you just kind of come up to the side of it and... And you see the Pack Lord just kind of, like, sits down on this kind of makeshift... It looks like it's made it of, like, a combination of, like, driftwood and branches and stuff like that. But it's actually quite well together. He sits down. Since you took Robert's command... That sounds so funny. I hear it now. Since you took Robert's command, you're going to be in charge of the left flank. The what? The left side of the army. Guys, try to keep up. Right. Sorry. Continue. I'm going to meet with this eyeball. She, myself. She and I are going to hash out a deal. And if it doesn't go the way I like, I'm going to pick my teeth with her axe. That's a bad idea. What is that? Well, it's an axe. You want something pointy to pick your teeth with, not like a curved blade. That'll just cut your gums. You'll be bleeding for days. Oh yeah. Does she have a spear? I mean, they've got plenty of spears. But yeah, you'll be fine. I'm pretty sure she got a sword. Then I'll use the sword.
Oh, God. This is the part we're fixating on.
Is there something you wanted to do? Otherwise, I'm just going to keep talking.
So he's basically said, yeah, he'll kind of talk.
Yeah, but he also comes off as the type of person that, like, if he doesn't like what he hears, he'll just attack. And then when he attacks the rest of them.
I'll audience vote is to keep talking.
Keep talking. I am entertained. Brian, do something. Charlie needs a break. Needs something. Anything.
So as this is going on, I'm just in his head. You need to choose.
The hell is wrong with you?
No, not in Gus's head. In the Pack Lord's
Yeah,
head.
it's even more funny coming from him. Are you alright? Yeah. Why wouldn't I be?
The land or the food. You will not get both.
Hang on a minute. Make another stealth roll. Kind of it slowly stands up and picks up like normal gnolls have
24.
normal gnolls have a spear. He picks up a glaive like a polearm and he's got it in one hand and he's just something's wrong. I hear a voice in my head.
Trust your great grandmother. You cannot take both of these. If you
Okay, make a persuasion
I was
roll
in-
at advantage.
I was expecting him to say Gamma.
Well, that far removed, you wouldn't.
I was doing that on purpose.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I remember the first guy. Second guy's a little bit, wow, we're really going back there.
14. Wait, at advantage?
Yeah.
14.
Well, I rolled a 3, so with a result of a 2, it just drops to one knee. The thing goes down. You see Gus. Well, it's hardly necessary. I'm only in charge of the left back. Get on your knees. Sorry. My great grandmother is speaking to me. You are truly blessed. Oh, shut up! I can't hear her. Please. You gonna live? Please continue. I am your vessel. Your humble great grandson requires your wisdom, oh elder.
Oh god. You better come up with something good first.
And that one wasn't Michael. That one was.
That's the Pack Lord. Michael was the guy outside.
I am so proud you are a strong Pack Lord.
Thank you. You see Gus kind of look up at him, and like he's like the Pack Lord is tearing up a little bit. You see Gus just like just pats him, slap.
But you must make a choice for your pack. You can't have both the food and the water. If you try to claim all the food, you will ruin the water. Trust me. This is how I passed away. Don't repeat my mistake.
Of course, it makes so much sense now. See Gus, yeah. What? And he looks up, and he's just got like it went from like hungry like hyena to like fucking full Puss in Boots moist in the eye. It's like, we can't have both. We've been too greedy. That's how my great grandmother died. She died? I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Okay, I need a moment here.
So, after a moment, the tent door just like flaps open, just like that, and you see a little bunch of the gnolls just kind of scattered to bring the word. And you kind of watch as like he does this like State of the Union address where he's just like walking. He's got this big fucking glaive, and he's just, my ancestor. She came to me, spoke to me in my head, and told me how she died. How did she die? She chose food over water. For her pack, she chose. Let me finish. God damn it. How did you do it? If we simply allow the dwarves to leave, we will have the land by the river and clean water for all. I don't like drinking pain. No, I like drinking pain. No one likes it. But if we make war with them, the river will be diluted with blood. And pee. Yes, it's pee. Can we get away from the pee right now? The river will be ruined. And this war will be pointless. So what we do? We let the dwarves leave. And the land and the river shall be ours. Yes, everyone just cheers.
Seem to be on. Okay, well, what the hell? I'm gonna get the fuck out now.
Okay then. One more stealth check with advantage because everyone is just having a grand old time.
This is like the greatest moment of any RPG ever.
16.
This is fun.
You're good.
He died.
So I'm gonna leave it there. As you're kind of like, as you get out from beyond the rise, and you're just like, all right, I'm out. The fuck just happened? And you're just like, what is my life right now? Like, what did you do today, Grandma? Oh well, back in my day, like you are almost positive you're gonna be the biggest liar in your family. Like. But anyway, I will leave the game there. Gremnal is packing, has literally moving damn near an entire town. And Birch has
Impersonated.
by impersonating an ancestor of the Knoll Pack Lord, has somehow brokered a peace between the Knoll Packs and the Hill Dwarves in order to enlist the Hill Dwarves' help.
And no one will ever believe you.
Well, and no one will ever believe him. Well, that's game, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, well done. Well done, sir. Well run. Oh my god, I haven't laughed that hard in like fucking ever. Shit, you're totally on point today.
Glad everyone enjoyed
Totally
it.
on point. Oh my god.
What helps is the schizophrenia. It just
You're getting very entertaining, good game.
Yeah, a lot of positive.
appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
It's like, I need a moment. And then they're like, yeah, us too.
Well, glad everyone enjoyed it.
Who did you base Gus and the Packboard off of? Or did you? Did it just...
I didn't. I just chose the... Actually, no. Gus's voice I based on literally any peasant from the old Warcraft games.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, yes, we know. Like that.
Yeah.
And, like, the Pack Lord was just a slightly more aggressive version of that. So it was deeper, a little bit more guttural, like that. That's about it. Like, but it's still like a very because I didn't want to make them all stupid, but they're all very. It's a very superstitious culture,
Yeah.
and it's all based on ancestry. And
We got a couple of good games, sir. GG.
thank you.
It was superb, dude. It was superb.
A lot of fun.
Of all the games that you've run for us to date, the two that stand out most, this one in Bowling with the Swedes, and this one tops the Bowling with the Swedes easily.
That's still making cry.
I don't know. was good.
Fucking Swedes. Anyway,
Yeah, no, it was so good.
my most racist vampire game. If they're white, does it still count? Yes, it does. It does actually, but I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. Thank you very much for.
It was superb, dude.
Thank you.
All right.
All right,
Nice.
thank you so much.
Have a great day.
Have a good night,
Talk
everyone.
to you guys later. Cheers.
Cheers.
See you later.